Manchester United then have just drawn 1-1 with Chelsea. Very, very disappointing result for Manchester United there. We've let that slip right at the death. We've invited Chelsea to come on to us, and we've blown 2 valuable points there, which are going to be very, very costly, I think, in the race for that Champions League spot, because I think Manchester United are really going to now struggle to make the top 4. Before the game, I thought it was going to be a tight one, and we've started the game really, really well. Fantastic first half an hour for Manchester United. Can't fault us in that first half an hour, other than the fact that we didn't create enough goal-scoring chances. We've only had that one real great chance we've had from Martial in that first half, which was great save from Thibaut Courtois. Fantastic save there from him. But besides that, Chelsea had some good chances as they grew stronger into that first half. They've really had the better clear-cut chances for me. Costa's hit one just wide, and I was a bit worried that they were going to get up steam in that second half and take the lead. But we've come out the second half again as we've started that first half. So we've had a few spells in this game where we've been absolutely fantastic, but we haven't been fantastic for 90 minutes, not at all. And we got the goal. Jesse Lingard, who I didn't think had the best of games today, but he's got the goal. Fantastic goal from Jesse Lingard, no question about it. Absolutely fantastic. Courtois was beating all ends up with that one, and he had a fantastic game today, Courtois. As long did David De Gea. He had a fantastic game as well. Made some crucial saves in that second half to keep Chelsea at bay. When we went 1-0 up, we seemed to invite the pressure on too much, as we have done in previous games, and I was really, really disappointed that we conceded late on, but I could see it coming. We had, at one point, the stats come up on the TV. We had 7% possession. We just couldn't keep the ball, and this is the way Louis van Gaal's been at Manchester United. We've invited teams onto us quite a few times over the 18 months that he's been in charge, and we've got punished for it. And to be honest, I think Chelsea were deserving in the end of that point there from Costa. And then after that, they actually, in the final few moments, they actually looked more likely to nick the win. We just looked like we were just then waiting for the final whistle to go, which really, really disappointing, because Manchester City, although they've lost this weekend, they are still in they are now in the 4th position, which they are, I think, 6 points above us with a whopping goal difference. So effectively, that's 7 points, which I can't see us making that up. Man City will beat the lesser teams, the likes of Aston Villa at home, and really, really disappointed. Someone saying there, do you agree with the Memphis haters? Well, I mean, I still think Memphis Depay could come good for Manchester United. I think it is a bit harsh that some people are criticising him because he's not really getting a fair crack at the whip. He's come on there in the second half late on, so he couldn't really affect much of the game. I would like to see some more of him, because I'm still not sure on Jesse Lingard, but Louis van Gaal's not giving him a chance. But what can we do? We just have to wait and see if he does get his chance. Jesse Lingard is 2 years older than him. I mean, he scored 4 Premier League goals now, only 2 goals short of Anthony Martial, although he hasn't played nowhere near as well as Anthony Martial. So he does add some goals to the team, but still not completely sure. He got the goal, but wasn't very good, in my opinion. But neither I thought was Fellaini. Fellaini was poor today. I thought he had a decent game against Stoke, but was pretty poor today. But away at Stamford Bridge, it would be normally a good point, but trying to finish off the game, I do believe it was partly Louis van Gaal's fault that we didn't see how he invited the pressure onto us, and very, very disappointing, because it's 2 points dropped when we've dropped so many points against them horseshit teams, the likes of, no disrespect to them, but the likes of Bournemouth and Norwich and Newcastle. We've dropped some silly points against them. I mean, out of them games, we've only picked up a couple of points against Newcastle, which is pretty dire, considering Norwich and Bournemouth are down there scrapping to stay up, and Newcastle as well. So, Smalling probably was one of the best players for me today. fantastic. He had Costa, as you say, there in his pocket all game. But I do believe that our chances of getting in the top four now are probably gone, and probably we're going to have to put all our hopes on the Europa League there, which obviously it's the luck of the draw in that. We've got some difficult teams coming up in the Europa League, like Porto and Dortmund and Napoli are still in it, so it's going to be really, really difficult to win that. But I think that's our best hope now. We've just got, I mean, we could rely on other teams fucking up in the Premier League, but it's really going to be difficult. But it's not tonight. Today we've blown it. It's certainly not, even though we should have seen this game off. Probably it's not today that we've blown it. It's them other games. So overly disappointed. But the Europa League, if you get the rub of the draw, I mean, if Porto, Napoli, Liverpool, Tottenham all play each other, and Dortmund, then you could end up with some shit teams in the latter stages. You know, we've got to the Champions League final before playing relatively shit teams when we played Barcelona the last time. So it was only until we got to the final and we got battered by them that we actually played a good team, because we played Schalke from Germany in that semi-final that year. So, you know, it could happen that we could get the rub of the draw in that Europa League, and then it would be good for Manchester United. It could be a blessing in disguise that we've got in it, because the Premier League's just drifting away that top four. You know, we've had a couple of positive results, but one was in the FA Cup, so we've actually only won one out of our last three in the Premier League with that Southampton loss. So it's very, very disappointing. Anyway, do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you thought of it. But, you know, I don't know what we're going to do. We've got Sunderland up next. That's not going to be that easy, because they've only just lost to Manchester City, and they scraped a 2-2 draw away at Liverpool. So they're probably going to be on a bit of a high after them results. So, you know, I think that there could be a difficult game going to Sunderland as well, but we should be going there to get the 3 points. I mean, we should be looking at that just to keep the momentum going. And I do feel the FA Cup and the Europa League certainly the Europa League should take preference now over the Premier League, because fourth spot looks like it's gone. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll talk to you all again soon. See you guys.